What is going on, everybody? It is Dylan with Astrodfs, and in today's video I'm going over Week 6's Thursday night showdown between the Giants and Eagles. This one kind of seems ugly just on paper. Everything kind of favors Philly to have a really good offensive game and the Giants to struggle offensively. We could see some really good defense in this one. We know that Philly's defense has been good. Giants defense can be good. With just some of the personnel they have, but haven't got it clicked together. Maybe in a division game like this one on primetime they can, but just going over the slate, look at the prices: Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. For the heavy outcome that we're probably going to get out of these two guys, probably going to want to contain a lot of lineups with Barkley, with Hurts. I'm fine with both of them, honestly. These two guys could definitely pop off for the most points combined, so definitely like having them. Jackson Dart, it's risky getting Jackson Dart, but yet again, on a slate like this, if you can afford it, I'm all for it. But as of kind of right now, I like a 4-2 stack for Philly. Just kind of, some other throw-in pieces for the Giants. It's kind of very bad. The Giants, one of the worst third down conversion teams in the league, one of the worst red zone conversion teams in the league, and you're facing a team that's been pretty damn good on third down conversions and one of the best red zone defense teams. So yeah, it's going to be tough for the Giants for sure. So Jackson Dart, he's the quarterback. Usually, both quarterbacks are viable. It's just really hard at that 10-2 price point, which is kind of crazy. Usually those quarterbacks are like a mid-9. And then we get Scatterbo, who this would be a total different story if Tyrone Tracy didn't just get cleared, but Tracy did get cleared, so it's pretty hard to play Cam Scatterbo at his price point. There's a lot other different scenarios and routes I'd rather go. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, if you want to take a shot on one of them, go for it. I don't have a preference, honestly. They're $200 apart. It's a coin flip. If you want to triple stack and then just pay down for your other 3 spots, which you're going to have to do, go for it. I don't love it, but I understand why you would want to do that. But I truly don't have a preference. It's honestly a coin flip for it. I think one of these guys have a potential to be optimal in this lineup tonight. But I can't see a scenario where both are, with how kind of bad the Giants are against the run. They're bad against the pass, dude. Don't get me wrong, but the kind of inefficiency we've seen with Philly's pass game worries me to pay up for a price point on both of these guys, and then essentially you're fading Saquon at that point. So I'm fine with getting, just to show you guys how tough it is, and we'll put Hurts, Barkley, and then we'll throw Devontae, the cheaper one. It is pretty hard to make your lineup with that. So let's talk about some cheaper pieces. Wan'Dale Robinson is still kind of expensive. I think he's good for PPR. I think you're going to get some receptions out of him. I don't know what the yardage is exactly going to be, but he's going to see Cooper DeJean a lot, who DeJean has been Philly's best corner so far this season. Wan'Dale's pretty much in the slot the entire time. Cooper DeJean's pretty much in the slot the entire time. So it's going to be a tougher matchup for Wan'Dale. I think he can get some good receptions and targets. I don't know if the yardage is going to be there, though. So I like Wan'Dale as a piece, but I'd still probably go cheaper with some of the Giants players, and we'll talk about them soon. Tyrone Tracy, yeah, I think you get a value-esque price on Tyrone Tracy, but if Tyrone Tracy and Scatterbo are both healthy, I think it's going to be a split backfield. One of them probably has a good game, but not elite. One of them probably underperforms every week. That's probably how it's going to go all season if both of those guys are healthy. Scatterbo didn't take advantage. I thought last week against New Orleans would have been that type of game, but he just did not get it going. He got a lot of volume again, 22 opportunities, 27 the week before, and just could not get it going. So I do think they're going to use Tyrone Tracy again. So at his price point, I'd probably go Tracy over Scat. Dallas Goedert's interesting just because when Philly gets into the red zone, although they do not pass a lot, Goddard is, with Devontae Smith, their two top red zone targets. So if you wanted a cheaper pass catcher for Philly and wanted to go Goddard, you can go that route. Giants have just played tight ends pretty good so far this season, so I don't love it. But yet again, I fully understand kind of that route to want to go Goddard. Tight ends on showdowns is always a good one. Theo Johnson at 5,800. This one's interesting to me. He's kind of emerged. I mean, I won't say the 2 touchdowns, but I mean, 6 for 33 I think is great. Week before gets you 10.7, 3 for 17, but gets a touchdown. So he's been their red zone guy. So if they do get to the red zone, it's pretty much Theo Johnson is their red zone target. So a lot to like for them. Theo Johnson for a good run back. Eagles defense, I think Eagles defense is so in play. The one concern has been the sacks. Hasn't been up there as much as we like. 7 sacks in 5 games for a defense, a Vic Fangio defense, to where that interior, I mean, the defense as a whole, I think is underperformed. They've dealt with some injuries, but that interior defensive line has not been kind of what we're used to for Philly. I will say the opponents, though, Dallas, Kansas City, Rams, Tampa, Denver, they played some pretty damn good offenses a lot this season. So this is probably I would say this is easily the worst offense they faced all season. So I really do like the Eagles defense in this one. I think having the Phillies defense in this one is probably a really solid play. Man, if I'm going a kicker, I'm probably going the Giants kicker, which is not Young Ho Koo, if I had to guess. It's McAtmany. I hope I didn't botch it, but at 4,600, I just like Jake Elliott's good, but I think Philly's going to be efficient in the red zone. Giants, like I said, it's just kind of a mismatch for me, so I could see him getting 3 field goals in a game like this, and get you 9 points at 4,600. But for the value here, there's some plays. But he is a Giants piece you could run back if you want to do a 4-2 stack. He's kind of cheaper. Allows you to do that. So going down in value, and it's pretty much the Giants side. So we could say like a Jahan Dotson or John Mechie on the Philly side. Yeah, you can go that route. I don't know if I want to go that route. I'd rather go like a Jalen Hyatt, who I know is going to be on the field and probably going to get some targets in this game. At 3,200, he's good. And then Bio Collins at 3,000 as well. Both these guys are going to be on the outside for the Giants. We'll probably see some Gunner lose. I'm just going to say Gunner because I'm going to botch it right now. But yeah, those 3 guys, Jalen Hyatt's going to see probably more snap than Collins and Gunner. But I think for the price points, they're really good, tournament pieces to kind of throw in if you're stacking like a 4-2 or 5-1 Philly stack. I think one of these guys is easily optimal, gets you, hopefully 9 or 10 points. So I think going that route is very doable. Other than that, like I said, you can go the John Mechie, Jahan Dotson route if you want a cheap Philly piece, but I don't know where you go with that. But yeah, even talking like Will Shipley, AJ Dillon, I mean, both these guys just, you look at their numbers. It's pretty much a Saquon, and then maybe a few attempts for those guys. So I'll do an example lineup, and I'll do Hurts, we'll do Barkley. I want to throw in Hyatt. Want to get the Eagles defense in there. So what happens if we throw Theo in there? We're left with 75, and we could throw. We could go like a Dallas Goedert and do a 4-2 attack that way. We could probably, if we go, and let's just say AJ Brown. Let's see what we could do. 3,500. So we have Hyatt. We could just throw someone like Collins in there as well, and just do that. Go the 2 cheap Giants outside receivers that aren't going to see Cooper DeJean, and just go that route. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys with the main slate videos going up later this week. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.